So ladies and gentlemen, we have something really interesting here to talk about, and it is involving the Smogon OU tier, as well as luck-based items, and more specifically, the item King's Rock. Let's get this started. Now to start things off, I want to showcase this right here. We have ourselves Thunderblunder tweeting out a poll and asking the question, should King's Rock be banned in Pokemon Sword and Shield OU? With over 3,300 votes, over 72% voted no. That right there should already tell you something. Now, I want to quickly touch base with you guys on this post right here. And this right here comes from Finchinator, and we have ourselves the following. King's Rock. After over a year of sporadic discussion of King's Rock strain on the metagame, and a recent surge in interest sparked by Finchinator's policy review thread, the OU Council is deep into their talks on the controversial item. While nothing is finalized and you will have to await an official announcement, a thread to gauge perception of a future council vote has emerged as a serious prospect. There is a prevailing belief that an item like King's Rock is not worthy of a fully fledged suspect, but also not universally supported enough to warrant a quick ban without a formal council vote. Nothing is set in stone, and the topic is likely to be discussed further before anything is finalized, but we have made contact with higher-ups and will continue to pursue this topic moving forward. Now, what exactly does King's Rock do? Well, according to this definition, we have ourselves the following, and I quote, holders attacks without a chance to flinch gain a 10% chance to flinch. Now, there's only two known abusers when it comes to King's Rock, that being Skill and Cloyster and Beat Up Weavile. And if we take a look at the tier that Cloyster is in, it is in the rarely used tier, which is a couple of steps below OU. And Weavile here is an overused Pokemon, and there is a lot of reason why it is. It's just naturally good. And the Beat Up King's Rock strategy is not why it's that good. And if we go to Weavile's profile page in regards to this scenario, we can see that there are two sets for it in the OU tier, being Swords Dance with heavy duty boots and Choice Band with the Choice Band item. Do you guys see any King's Rock based strategies here? Methinks not. And let's examine Cloyster's profile real quick. So we're going to be going to the OU strategies here, and as we see right here, we have ourselves one strategy that involves the Shell Smash, King's Rock, and Skill Link combination. But do you want to know another item that goes pretty well with the set as well? White Herb, an item that restores the stats that are lowered in that single instance, and Shell Smash lowers the defense and special defense of the user, and that's when White Herb kicks in and restores those lowered stats. So White Herb is also another good item to go along with this set here. Now I want to bring your guys' attention to this video right here done by PokeAim MD, where he goes over his thoughts on the current OU metagame, as well as King's Rock ban as well. And this right here, around the 8 minute and 17 seconds part of the video, he makes a reference to a video that him and Blunder did, and we can see, if we zoom in real close, this is why King's Rock should not be banned in Pokemon Sword and Shield, and in brackets, horrible. So, the Too Long Didn't Read version of this video is that they had an entire team hold the item at King's Rock, and they hardly got any flinches for it. And the comments here in this video are rather interesting, as quite the number of them are more or less calling out the notion of banning King's Rock to being more or less ridiculous. As an example here, MaxB says the following. I don't know if this logic is completely flawed, but if you're gonna ban King's Rock on that precedent, then you may as well ban Serene Grace. Hell, you may as well ban Paralysis as a status condition altogether. If King's Rock is a luck-based item, then Paralysis is a luck-based status. I've lost more games to random 10% Thunderbolt para into full para than King's Rock. I don't know, man. Sounds like BS to me. Coolam also chimes in with this. King's Rock has no presence in the metagame except a suboptimal Weavile set and Cloister, aka not even the best Icicle Spear user. Looking at Cura. I can understand the reason for King's Rock ban, but I'll never understand the need for a ban as of right now. We got a comment from Orange that says the following. I think this ban looks biased because 99% of the reason is Cloister. I was actually looking for other mods, but I only see Cloister. Dynamo22 ends up saying the following. Banning just King's Rock sounds stupid and reactionary. As far as I'm concerned, you either ban all of the luck-based items or none of them. Don't tell me it violates some principle to lose because you got flinched by a move that doesn't normally have a flinch chance, but it's totally fine to lose by missing a move that is normally 100% accurate just because your opponent is running Bright Powder. So there are quite the number of comments that I could honestly go through here, but I'm going to go through one more comment here, and we're going to go to the replies right here because this comment from Sam Queso, hope I'm saying that right, actually ended up having a reply that kind of stands out to me. Let's take a look at this. So Marvin the Martian 1089 ends up saying the following. Priority anything and keeping Cloister from setting up in general. Easy to do given the prevalence of phasing moves and anything that can one-shot it from its pathetic special defense and multitude of weaknesses do a fine enough job. Cloister is an RU mon. Fictionator just got salty over losing to one in a tourney and is using bullshit logic to defend banning it over saltiness. So if this ban actually ends up taking place all because a Smogon OU mod got salty over a tournament loss, I don't know, man. That's a yikes for me, dog. Not a good look. But setting that aside right here, let's also bring some logic into this as well from yours truly. If you were to equip your Pokemon with the item King's Rock, just know, first off, that's on you. And what I mean by that is if you are choosing to equip a Pokemon with King's Rock for the small chance of having RNG in your favor, that's on you. If you want to make your strategies based on trying to abuse RNG, that is on you. But I'm just going to say this right now, there are much better items out there for the majority, if not really all of the OU Pokemon, and King's Rock is definitely not up there. You got really good items like Assault Vest, the choiced items, you know, Band, Scarf, Specs, you have Life Orb, you have Leftovers, Rocky Helmet, etc., etc. I think you guys get the idea by now. And this right here involves an item that one, maybe two Pokemon at absolute best can abuse in the OU tier. We could also give an honorable mention to the Pokemon known as Chinchino, but the thing is, Chinchino does not have a way to set up its offenses like Weavile and Cloister do. But the thing is that when we take those two Pokemon right there out of hundreds that are in the OU tier, you know, this right here just seems like a very, very, very minute and small scale thing that is essentially being blown up into a mountain out of a molehill. And what I mean by that is that out of the hundreds of Pokemon that you can use in the OU tier, one, maybe two Pokemon would be able to benefit from King's Rock's abilities. And King's Rock, honestly, is not that good of an item, which just honestly makes the notion of whether it should be banned or not just all the more ridiculous in my honest view. And not to mention as well, this item is a luck-based type of item. You want to know something else that's luck-based? How about moves with secondary effects? How about moves that inflict statuses like paralysis or poison or burns? How about moves that inflict flinching or freezing, you know? Those moves have secondary effects that can make and break a battle for someone that's involved. And I understand that when it comes to battling, a lot of it has to do with skill. But there's also a good majority of the battle that also has to do with RNG/luck. That is a formality. Critical hits, statuses, all that stuff. That right there is just bound to happen. You can't take away RNG RNG completely out of a battle. Because if you do, well, then you might as well be playing chess, a game that actually requires soul skill right there. Whereas Pokemon, it does require skill, but the thing is as well is that RNG/hacks are a big determining factor on whether you win a battle or you lose a battle. And there is that old saying, you win some, you lose some. I've been in tournaments and I got my ass beat so bad. But did I come out salty? Hell no, I had a fucking good time with that. So honestly, if we're gonna be at the point right now where we're stooping down to a low where we are banning luck-based items, then honestly, you might as well ban moves that are luck-based as well. Hell, ban moves that don't have 100% accuracy because those misses are also luck-based as well. I don't know, man. There's a big reason why I don't do Smogon OU anymore, because I feel like that it's sort of gotten to a point where I'm just absolutely disinterested in the format. You know what I'm saying? It really kind of killed things off for me when they did the whole Dynamax ban, a whole game feature that they decided to ban, and I was like, you know what? I don't know, man. You do you, but I'm peacing the hell out. That's why I do random battles, because I don't have to worry about any of the nonsensical bans that took place, and I can actually have a good time, and you know what? I win some, I lose some. That's just how it goes. But with all that being said, though, I'm not doing this to try and be disrespectful or demeaning or anything like that. I mean, here's the thing. You know, obviously, these bans and suspect tests, they happen for a reason, and there is some good logic, for the most part, that goes into these bans and suspect tests. But I have to say, aside from maybe the Dynamax ban, I am an absolutely hard disagree on this one. Absolutely 100%. There's hardly any logic, and it all derives pretty much from someone being salty over a tournament loss. At least that's how it looks like to me. But you know what? That's just my own take on this. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that the item King's Rock should be banned in Smogon OU? Do you guys think that luck-based items should be banned in competitive play? Let me know your comments down below, guys. I always love to hear you guys out on what it is you have to say when it comes to these sort of topics. So thank you guys very much for watching. That's going to be a wrap here for today's video. Thank you as well for your time in viewing this video. Have yourself a damn good one, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.